Hello class, thank you for coming to my week 2 multimedia discussion board. This is a part 1 overview. We will be discussing the career track presentation, hiring steps, preparation for the career track, and video effectiveness, as well as enhancement of diversity and recruitment within um, the federal government. The career track that we will be using will be as a political officer within the U.S. State Department. The political officer conducts analysis of host country political events. They conduct negotiation as well as communication with all levels of foreign government officials. Through research, I discovered to apply for this career track, you would have to apply through the U.S. Department of State website, schedule a Foreign Service Officer test, conduct a personal narrative evaluation and answer questions. You also have to conduct an oral assessment, and once you pass all that, you will be invited to their orientation class. Once in their orientation class, you will be assigned a specific country that you will be working out of. In order to prepare for this career track, um, I would suggest to study the exam format in regards to content, the subjects, using a study guide, as well as strengthening your writing skills, as there is a writing portion of the exam. Further things to consider is mental preparation, and being prepared for moving anywhere on the globe. Um, it was discussed in the videos and outside sources that the government has the right to place you everywhere on the planet that they want. Just because you have a preference doesn't mean that they will necessarily give that to you. I believe that the videos gave possible candidates a true view and perspective of what it was like to work as a foreign service officer. I believe that it provided great general insight, and it shed light on the testing process. In regard to enhancing recruitment and diversity, on the personal level, I had heard of the Foreign Service Office on a couple occasions prior, but I didn't know the work that they did. I feel that in terms of recruitment, they don't utilize all the resources that they can to get their name out there and to make their presence known among the youth as a career option. Part of the book talks about social media recruitment. I believe that the federal government might want to implement the use of Instagram, Facebook, or even TikTok um, when it comes to hiring and recruiting new candidates. In regards to diversity, um, the book has options for implicit bias training, identifying your inner biases and working to address that, and as well as having diverse recruiters and sending those recruiters to minority locations to show that anybody could work for the agency, no matter where you come from. For part 2, we will be comparing and contrasting two positions. One is with the state of California as a health inspector with the Department of Consumer Affairs. The second is with the city of Pasadena as a fire inspector with their fire department. Um, the state job I found on the state of California HR hiring page, and on the fire inspector for city of Pasadena, I found that on government jobs on two very different websites that these government agencies use to recruit possible candidates. Here we have the job postings. On the left, you will see the California Inspector 1 position, and on the right you'll see the City of Pasadena Fire Inspector position. Um, as you can see, there are elements of Exhibit 3.3 in the textbook where it does have job title, classification details, salary amount. In further continuance, you can see that both of these job postings have a minimum qualifications portion. They have a desirable qualifications, um, position description, special requirements. So if you continue to compare these two, you will see that they both have most elements from Exhibit 3.3, the elements of the job announcement in the textbook. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation.